Hello everybody, my name is Jo and I love to read. Excuse the noisy car, it'll stop in a second, it's just warming up. Today it's going to be a vlog of me purchasing new editions of the Twilight books. Potentially the series, I don't know. I have seen pictures online but I wanted to see it in person. I don't think I'm going to buy the new box set again. This is for the 20th anniversary of the publishing of Twilight, which is crazy, but not surprising. I wonder if it took a little bit for it to take off, because if I'm 30 and then take 20 from that, I would have been 10, but I was reading it in my teens. It wasn't too late in my teens though, I was probably 12 or 13 when I read the first one. It was actually my childhood best friend lent it to me because she said it was the best book she'd ever read and she didn't want to read it too quickly because it was so good, and then I loved the series too. I remember there was actually an excited phone call. I rang her up, I think, and I'm pretty sure I either left a message or I told this to Dad because she wasn't there. I was going to borrow her copy of Eclipse from her, but my plan when I was a teen and I used to like series is I would get my mum to read them so that she would buy the next book to find out what would happen and then I would get to read it. I got Mum to read Twilight after I'd borrowed it off Ellie. That was her name, or is her name, Ellie. And then Mum wanted to buy Eclipse. That timeline makes a lot of sense actually, because I remember Eclipse came out not too late after I started reading the series too. Idly was like, you don't need to bring in your copy of Eclipse, my mum's bought one now, and I was so excited. Suffice to say, Twilight holds a special place in my heart. It didn't get me into reading, but it definitely solidified my identity as a reader. I read fairly consistently before that as a child, but it was when I read Twilight that I understood how good books could be. I then was like, I'm a reader. I'm gonna always be reading something constantly. I love romance. Not the first book I've read with romance, but probably one where I loved and paid attention to the romance. And I still love things with romance, even though I really don't read enough of them, because I also really love fantasy. This is the vlog where I'm going to go check out the copies. I wanted to see them in person. My Big W says they've got them. I actually went there on release day, the 30th of September, but I was there too early. They hadn't unpacked them. I probably could have asked because I saw in the app that they are there, but I had a baby that was running out of mileage on his next feed. I'm breastfeeding. I didn't want to do that in public. Well, not that there's anything wrong with doing it in public, but I just didn't want to. I just wanted to go home, sit on the couch, watch telly while I was feeding him, and he was getting grumpy and I was getting grumpy, and I didn't want to ask the staff member to pull them out for me because I want to just have that experience myself. I want to walk in there and see the books and find them in the racks and then have a look, because I want to see in person to decide which ones I want to get. I really don't want to spend that much money because I already owe myself a lot of money, but we'll see. So thank you for joining me along on this vlog, and I'm going to get going and go and have a look, check them out. They had all three. It was kind of hard to find them. I suppose it's been 20 years, so they don't think they're going to be popular, and maybe they are not, but I kind of expected that they might be a bit more front and center than what they were. I decided not to get the first one that I showed you guys, which I'm a bit surprised about because I love the end pages, but I'm a bit disappointed that the spine wasn't a more vibrant black. It actually looks more vibrant in my footage, which was a bit surprising. My plan with that one was, if the spine was really not the spine, gosh, the sprayed edges, if they were really nice, I was going to turn it and have it outward, but I don't really love the quote. I know it's the quintessential Twilight quote and it was faded, as I said. I love the end pages, but they're not really going to be displayed. And I also find the cover boring for a 20th anniversary edition. It's probably supposed to be the more affordable one, but I think it would have been cooler to see it, the cover redone, or at least changed a little bit more than just having text that says 20th anniversary, which is a shame because I love, love, love the end pages. I just think that they give this gothic vibe, and I think that was so cool but it's just not enough for me to want to buy it. I surprisingly loved the box set in person. There's just something about hardcovers that is just singing to my soul right now, but I think I'm going to wait and see if it gets discounted. In Big W it was about $165 or something like that, and I do not have that money just laying around. Apparently recommended retail price was like $275, like $300. That's crazy. I know that it's 5 books now because it's also got Midnight Sun, and that appeals to me because I'm pretty sure Mum is the one that owns the copy of Midnight Sun. Possibly I'll get the hardcover. If it was discounted half price, if it was $70, I would so get it. Even at 100 maybe, but there's something about 70. My only issue is I don't know if I would ever read them, which is my anti-consumerism part of my soul is a bit like, that sucks, doesn't it? Because I'm annotating my original copies slowly over the years. I've done Twilight, I've got to do New Moon. And I just think that any time that I'm going to go reread, I'm going to want to read the annotations. I'm not going to want to read these ones. So I just don't know if there's any point in me buying them. Anyways, but to then just buy one copy is gorgeous. So I really want to open this, but I'm not going to be able to film myself while opening it, and I really want to. So I'm going to go home, hopefully be able to do the unboxing before dinner and before the children go to bed, but I doubt it. Hey guys, so I've got baby. Dinner is cooking. Daniel's at a quick appointment. Miles is on the couch watching Spidey, so I can open this. Okay. I hardly ever get books that have plastic wrap on them. It's not all books are plastic wrapped in Australia, only generally box sets, so they all stay together. So I gotta try and, I'm so not experienced at this. Okay. God, how do you guys do this for every book? Oh my god. So pretty. I love the green and the pink. I didn't actually understand the classic. Sorry, hold. There we go. So pretty. I didn't really understand why they did it in this style to begin with, and then they explain that it's supposed to be like a classic book. Bella loves reading classic romance novels, so I just think that is super cool. Drop of blood in it, which is really cool. And then, you know, the apple. Oh, apple blossoms. That also makes sense because the cover has an apple on it. Oh my god. Actually, when I have like first look myself, you guys can kind of see it. Oh no, I was opening it the right way. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my god, look at it. It's so pretty. The back says, Twilight again, another ending. No matter how perfect the day is, it always has to end. Oh, that's an Edward quote, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. That's so nice. And then see how, like, there's the drop of blood again. Now, I was not perceptive enough to notice this myself. I actually found, when I was looking at what edition I wanted online, their cover artist talked about it, which is so cool. Now, the spine is really shiny. Where's the Bella and Edward? Oh, you gotta open it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show that on camera. See? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to achieve that with, oh yeah, because that's the Bella side. How do people do this, honestly? Oh, and I love this. The cover artist also said that this was another concept of the cover, and they got to repurpose it as the title page. And it's got Swan in it, for Bella, Swan. That's so cool. And there's some flowers on the dedication page. A nice contents page. And then, like, that's the chapter header, which is so nice. Oh, this is such a nice edition. Again, I don't know when I would read it. Probably when I'm an old lady. I might read it then. Because, again, I would want to read my annotated thoughts, but it is such I'm happy to have it as a display piece as well, accepted the fact that I'm also a bit of a book collector. I don't want too many that I don't read. I would rather collect books and read them in the nice editions, but you don't always know if you're going to love something before you read it. These are the other two that I've hauled recently. I've got a copy of Treasure Island, the classic, by Robert Louis Stevenson. We picked it because Miles thought the pirates was really cool on it. We were we just went to a town about an hour and a half away to buy a secondhand Switch 2, and then I try and go to bookshops when we're out places, and the news agency was the only bookstore. Check out these end pages, like, isn't that cool? I think it's the same on the other, yeah, it's the same on the other side. Daniel also pointed out that this looks like a journal, which is really cool for Treasure Island. And then I also got a copy of Alchemized when it came out as well. I got the paperback sprayed edges. I love the hardback, but I love the sprayed edges too. And the hardbacks weren't available in my bookshop. I didn't actually go and purchase it. Daniel did. I've actually been in hospital for nearly a week. Gallstone issues. All good. Gallbladder surgery is being scheduled. I did have pancreatitis, which can be quite serious, but it was mild, so I'm alright. That put a dent in my plans to go and get this myself on release day. So Daniel went and got it and brought it back to my hotel room, hospital room. So I'm hoping to read this one soon, but I'm not really sure what order, because I'm also feeling like reading about the First World War, so I don't know, we'll see. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this vlog to get a copy of the 20th anniversary of Twilight and a tiny little mini haul as well. Have you guys purchased this copy? Are you planning to? What do you think of it? Is it nice? Do you like to get different editions of your books? I'm always conflicted between I want to read them, I don't just want to have them, but they're so dang pretty. If it's an illustrated book, then that'll almost guarantee me that I'm going to read it. Even if I do annotate a different copy, I will read the illustrated one too. Apparently the graphic novels are being redone, and I would love to see a finished set of them. I'm actually sad that the original graphic novels that they started to do, but they mustn't have been popular enough to justify it, that they stopped being made, because the drawings in those were so gorgeous. I've got Twilight. I didn't bother getting New Moon because I think it would upset me to have part 1 of New Moon and not part 2. I'll talk to you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to get notified every time I post a video. If you want to comment something but you don't know what to say, then can you please comment do a red emoji for blood. Bye.